So for those, again, we get asked a lot about entrepreneurial questions and advice for people looking to start a business for the first time, or they've already started it. But what's one of your favorite productivity hacks as an entrepreneur?
I got one personal and one business. All right. So as you know, the past, 30 days or whatever, I've really gotten back into my morning routine.
Yeah, which is called your
DC's morning routine.
No, the color.
Well, so green time, right? So that morning routine is basically, getting up, eating your breakfast, protein shake, going and working out at, Orange Theory, which is a total.
Yeah. Shout out
Steve,
to
shout
Orange
out,
Theory.
discount. Let's go, bro. But doing that, because it completely changes your mindset. You got the endorphins going, you feel better about yourself, and you're ready to go. I like to call it putting on your mental armor.
Yep.
Right. So you're off to a good start in the morning, feeling good, ready to rock. And, when you get out of the shower and get dressed, all your clothes fit, and it's amazing. Right.
Yeah.
And then you get into your green time, which is completely focused time that you're doing money-making activities. So no matter what business that you're in, whether it's relationship building, just thanking people, it's basically like an hour or two of gratitude and thanking people for, supporting our business, and if there's anything we can do for them. Right. So by doing that, not diving into the email and, always call it playing on offense. Right. Because the minute that you dive into email or your reactionary mode, then your day is completely off. And you and I both know it's 5:30 or 6:00 at night, just like that.
Yep.
Right. Before we even, think about it. Right. So that's one of my personal / business hacks there.
Before you dig in, can I ask a follow-up question?
Yep.
So what about someone who isn't necessarily an entrepreneur? Does following that green zone mentality, how can a person in a usual normal job, 9 to 5, how can they fit that into their daily schedule?
I think it's for anyone. I mean, there's a great audiobook or book. I'm big on audiobooks, called Morning Routine. Dive in there and let's say, even if you have a really cool job that you love, which is fantastic, but getting up and, eating healthy, maybe you're reading, a chapter of a book or a devotional or something like that. So you're getting your mind stimulated, getting your exercise in. And then, especially I like to take 10 minutes and just do completely just random stuff, whether it's, checking on Facebook or checking on your fantasy teams, seeing who you're going to draft for your NFL, fantasy team or anything like that. So I think it really comes up to individually, like what makes you happy, but just to have that little window of discipline on the daily basis, dude, it's game changing.
Yeah.
It's game changing. Cause so like personally, a little insight on me is like business wise, man, I'm regimented and I'm all over it. Right. And then one of my challenges is like, because the businesses that we're in can be stressful sometimes. Right. What? People get upset about money. What? But no, it's very easy to cut loose. Right.
Sure.
And hit the happy hours and, eat a bunch of junky food. And over time, apparently gain weight.
Weird.
I don't know. That's what I hear.
Eat bad, lose sleep, drink,
exactly.
You gain weight.
Sleeping like a baby now.
I bet.
I don't have my 3 a.m. wake ups anymore. But no, it translates to any industry.
Sure.
For sure.
Okay. So the business one, before I interrupted you.
Lead with revenue.
Okay.
So
expand.
So lead with revenue. So don't bite off more than you can chew. Don't get into a bunch of debt because you think that you're spending money because you're going to grow the business.
I've been guilty of that.
Right.
I mean,
well, and again, industry specific, a lot of loan officers will go and spend a lot of money on leads or, partner up with someone and spend all this money and they feel better about themselves, even though the return's not really there. Go back to the grassroots, make the relationships, right? Everything's relationship, no matter what business that you're in. But that's it, man. Just make sure you don't get in over your head. Don't get in debt, right?
Yep.
A little bit, that's fine. But lead with revenue. Make sure that's coming in and grow at that pace that you're comfortable with, so you don't end up like with some of these large mortgage companies that you see right now
laying everybody off.
Yeah, it's just brutal, man.
This is the ABC Podcast.